Kyler Murray changing his social media status to scrub all references to the Cardinals. And look, this is how 24-year-olds operate. I was talking to my son about it. He's 25. Of course it means something. It's not accidental.
Right.
My nephew, who's a huge Cardinals fan, is all freaked out about it.
Yeah.
Of course it means something.
25-year-olds are literally like this all day long. Swiping Instagram.
Here's the other side of it, too. It creates a storm of something other than sand, but also begins with S. And
SH.
Don't spell the whole word. By the way,
blank, blank, blank,
the
blank.
3 words that I said at the top of the show,
Right.
none of them got bleeped.
None of them got bleeped. Wow.
Our UK or correspondents say none of them got bleeped.
Wow.
So I'm not going to do it again.
Okay.
Apparently, after 9 o'clock local time, it's a little looser.
They let it loose a little bit.
Yeah.
It's after hours.
But don't. But let's not test it. All right, there.
Okay. All right, slugger.
Whether it be words that would be frowned upon here or words that would be frowned upon there.
Yeah.
One that you once said that made it past the censor. One of the worst words you could say.
In the UK, but not here.
But not here.
Yeah.
There's people here, their last name is that.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere there was someone who's that was their last name.
Right.
It's like, how does that happen?
Yes, I don't know.
All right. If only someone like that would end up playing in the NFL, then it would be a real problem for Sky Sports NFL. All right. So I've tried to get an answer. Like, please, somebody tell me that this is nothing. And I've got nothing that has persuaded me that this is nothing.
Right.
So it is something. And, I've thought about the contractual angle. It could be as simple as they've told him we want to wait a year. It's not even into numbers. Not even, because it's early. Yeah, it's a little too early to know that you're going to reach an impasse.
Right.
Maybe it's just, Lamar Jackson didn't get a contract after 3 years. Baker Mayfield, your good friend, didn't get a contract after 3 years. We think it's in everyone's interest to give it one more year.
Right.
Because, look, if they're thinking about getting rid of Cliff after next year.
Yeah, right.
Why do you want to make a long-term financial commitment to Kyler Murray if you're going to change coaches and you're going to limit your potential universe of coaches? Because you're going to have guys who say, when it's time to interview, I don't want that guy to be my quarterback.
Right, like we talked about. There's going to be there's teams in football that would never have Kyler Murray as their quarterback because of like we've talked about his measurables, some of those things. There's certain things you can't do with him in your offense. You're right. I could certainly see that being a possibility. It is a real thing. There's obviously something wrong here. It's got to have something to do with the contract. Yes, I don't know either. And I fished around a little yesterday too, and nobody seems to really know anything. But I think everybody does agree that it's something contract related. Is it money, or is it the fact that they don't want to entertain the whole idea of a new contract yet? I would bet it's that, Mike.
I think for it to come to a head this early,
going on, right?
For it to come to a head right now, he must have gotten the message that we want to wait a year, and that's how he's acting out. And that's probably how I would.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I've put in my 3 years.
Right,
I've busted my butt. I've done everything I can to make this team into a winner. And it's time for me to get my reward. It's time for me to get paid like Patrick Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like Dak Prescott. I've waited, and I'm not going to wait anymore. And when they say no, then he sends a message back to them. If it registers, who knows?
I mean, it's got to register to a degree. It does. They got to realize that, this is, the best player on their team. He is their quarterback. They went all in on him in this style of play. He's got them here right now with this current team and the structure it is. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury's there because of Kyler Murray, and this is what they wanted to do, and they wanted to run that type of offense and spread and RPOs and read options. So that they've gone down that, and they've went all in on that on the offensive side of the ball with the talent surrounding him that way. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, Rondale Moore, A.J. Green. They're built. They're not going to change into the 49ers next year and be pulling guards and fullbacks and running the ball. No, they are what they are at this point. Hopefully they can just add more offense to what they are. But, yes, and that's where he's got him by, the proverbial he's got him. Okay, I didn't say it. I'm a nice guy today.
The big kahuna?
The big kahunas. He's got him by that right now.
You still know that's not the word. Kahuna is not the word.
Yeah.
But go ahead and say kahuna.
What is it? So does the word.
It's cojones.
Cojones, whatever.
Not kahunas. Different thing altogether. Now, if you're a team that's all in with Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
If you're one of the organizations with a coach that says this is our guy, what's he worth? Is he Dak Prescott, $40 million? Or do you need another year? See, I think I need another year.
I would like another year. I'm with you there. I would like to see another year. Again, we've talked about it. There's a lot to like. We know how dangerous he is, and he's awesome. But we've seen here really 3 years in a row where the offense is sputtered out, he sputters out, teams get used to defending him. And now, like you said yesterday, we're talking about the Rams playoff game. You went, he couldn't run a lick in that game. He couldn't run a lick.
And 2 carries for 6 yards.
2 carries for 6 yards. And when he got outside of that pocket, that Rams defense ran him down so fast it was scary. They were all over him. So I understand them wanting another year. I do. There's some area, but I can also put myself in his shoes and go, no, I think I need a new contract. I get that. You know, I can see both sides of the story here. But, yes, if I was running the Cardinals, I think I'd probably want to see another year as well. You know, they probably are looking at it a little like, hey, we traded to get DeAndre Hopkins for you. We're paying them huge money to do that for you. We've gotten some offensive linemen in here. You know, Chandler Jones, he wants more money. They got some things they got to figure out here. They just paid Budda Baker to be one of the highest paid safeties in football. So I'm sure there's things that they're trying to kind of get their ducks in a row, too, before they're ready to jump into this conversation with, Kyler Murray about new contract. And I think that's, how I would look at it if I'm the Cardinals. I would want to wait a little, too.
And, yes, he was the first pick in the draft in 2019, but it's a different world than it was when Matthew Stafford and Sam Bradford were the last 2 first overall picks, 2009, 2010, without a rookie wage scale. Kyler Murray got a $23.5 million signing bonus in 2019, but his total compensation for 2022 is due to be just under $5.5 million. Just under $5.5 million. I know he got the big signing bonus. It's a 4-year, $35 million contract, but you have quarterbacks making more than $35 million for 1 year now. And he's got to look around and say, I'm as good as some of these guys, at least in the right offense, at the right time, when I'm healthy, when I'm healthy and effective. So I think after having a chance to really let it sink in, it's not about they've reached an impasse in what he's worth. No. It's about they want to wait a year. They haven't even got there yet. And he's upset about it.
Right. And he's going to look at it and go, well, what about Josh Allen? Like you said. But Buffalo, we know, is sold on Josh Allen. They were sold. I know I was sold too. Josh Allen's, the year he had last year to get the contract in year 3 of his career was MVP-ish. If it wasn't Aaron Rodgers throwing for 48 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, Josh Allen's the MVP of football. He was amazing last year. They were the number 2 seed in the AFC, so that was enough for the Bills to go, wait, he's the guy. But also, too, you go, well, Josh Allen is also a little more trustworthy in the size of the human being and the durability and more flexibility with what you can do with him as a player because of his size and his arm and his ability to throw in the pocket. And to me, that's where, again, I love Kyler Murray, but those are things that we still question, like we saw in that playoff game. When the pocket collapses, he doesn't stand in there and go, wait, I'm still going to throw it even though I'm going to take the hit. That's where it's a little different. Now, he goes down or he tries to get out of the pocket and just run. And you go, well, but the guy was open. You got to throw it and you got to take the hit. And that's some of the flaws of Kyler Murray. And I could see the Cardinals going, mate, we just like to see a little bit more.
And he wants to see a lot more.
Yeah.
He wants to see it now.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't want to wait. So,
I get it.
Look, with each passing hour, with each passing news cycle, in the NFL, the news cycle never ends. This becomes more glaring because the toothpaste is everywhere. He's made no effort to put it back in the tube. And I think that just confirms there's something here. Because he knows his phone's been blowing up.
Right.
He knows what's going on. He knows the people reacting. I'm sure that everyone's been asking him that he knows what's going on with you in the Cardinals. What's going on with you in the Cardinals.
Of course.
And until he changes it back, that's what's going on with him in the Cardinals. Absolutely nothing.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.